Hi, I'm Jeff Chisholm.
And I'm Scott Walcott.
We're here with Hooked for Life Fishing Radio Show and the Kiwanis Walleye World Tip of the Week.
This week, we're going to talk about planer boards. These are getting to be a lot more popular. This is an inline planer board made by Offshore Tackle. They have lots of uses, lots of different ways of rigging them, so we're going to show you a couple of those today.
Scott and I really enjoy walleye trolling on the Bay of Quinte, and planer boards are a real major tool in how we approach our trolling with crankbaits and even with harnesses suspended in the water column.
What a planer board does is you attach this to your fishing line and it takes the line away from the boat. It planes and it takes you away from the boat. So what it does is it really spreads out your lures. There's left and right board. So this board is actually designed to run on the left. This one is designed on the right. You can see from the nose profile that it's just going to dig and take you away and out from the boat. So you need to have a left board and a right board. I'm always giving Jeff a hard time. I know when Jeff is in a boat, when you got one board in the Eastern time zone and another in the Pacific time zone, that's how I know Jeff is on the boat.
There's lots of benefits to fishing with planer boards, and what these do is they allow you to take your lures away from the boat. How many times have you been trolling when you've got no planer boards and your lines are tangling with your friends when you're fishing multiple people in a boat? This allows you to get more rods out because you can spread your lures out horizontally away from the boat. So if your boat's here, you can have a planer board stacked out here and another one out further, keeping your lures spread out, avoiding tangles. The other major aspect is that as your boat and your prop travels over top of these walleye, they're going to scatter to the sides. Now where your baits are now positioned by using these planer boards. Not only that, you've got the fish that were out there that were never spooked to begin with.
You can also troll over shallow water. You can keep your baits in, let's say, 10 feet of water and the boat over 20 if you're fishing an aggressive drop off. And that way, when you're fishing over really shallow water, like Jeff said, you're often going to scatter fish. So if you're fishing directly behind your boat, you're scaring the fish away from your lures or from your presentation. When you're using planer boards, you're actually using the boat to your advantage. You're scaring or moving these fish out towards the lures that you're trolling behind them.
So there's two different ways to rig these planer boards. This is the way that they come stock, where you've got a clip up here and a clip at the back, and you run your line from your boat, from your rod tip to the front one, then to the back one, and then back to a lure. The other option is using this tattletale flag kit, and what that does is you run the line from the front to this tattle flag kit, and when a fish hits, it pulls down and indicates that you've got a fish on. Be it small junk fish like perch, silver bass, is going to be an indicator that you're towing something, even weeds. So this is a great option, especially in the spring when you're using smaller shad baits and you're going to get some smaller fish. In the fall, when you're using deeper diving cranks or cranks with larger bills that are going to have more drag on the lure themselves, you'll want to use this front clip.
There is a trick to rigging that tattle flag. So Jeff, you've got the rod here. Why don't we show them how to do that?
So you take your lure and you let it out to the desired amount to achieve the depth that you want your lure to run at. So that could be 50 feet, it could be 100 feet, 150 feet of line out, and then you attach your planer board. So you run the line through the front clip, and then you run it through the back clip on the tattle flag kit, and you want to leave a little bit of slack line here. The reason for that is when that fish strikes, you need some slack line for it to be able to pull that flag down. If you left that tight, it won't be able to pull the flag down as easy because that line's tight. So leave a little bit of slack and then you'll be able to pull that flag down when that fish strikes. Well, that's this week's Kiwanis Tip of the Week. Don't forget to buy your ticket in-store or online and have great luck in this tournament.